ready.
So we are here at CHA's Mega Show in Anaheim, California in January 2015, and what you're looking at are the vintage paints and metals, and we are going to have the lovely Miss Tammy Tutterow give us a little tutorial on how they work.
Okay, so you hear that it's got a mixer ball. We want to mix it up really good because you'll see that you do get a little bit of settling. It doesn't mean that it's bad or anything. It's just the nature of the paint. So you're going to shake it up, squeeze a little on your surface. This paint goes a long, long way. This is more than I really need. So, you know, if you're I tend to be a really generous paint putter-outer when I put it on my work surface, and I always end up with too much. So, put a little on your brush. You can mix and match colors right here on your surface. You don't have to, you can mix on your palette, of course, but you can also, I could come in and put another color on here. You're simply going to brush this on. This is like the most basic thing you can do with it. You can go fancy or you can go simple, but you're going to be amazed at how when you go simple, the effect you get. So I wasn't even trying to be tidy about how I painted. So we got it on there. And then you can take, I like to right away knock a little bit of it off with a paper towel, so I blot it a little bit. And then you take the reliefing block, and even while you think it's probably still wet, it might be just slightly tacky, but it's not. It's already beginning to dry. And the longer this dries, the more permanent it becomes. So if you let this dry completely, it's going to be much more difficult to buff it off. So you just go over it here. And this is gentle enough, their block is gentle enough that if you go all different directions, you're really not going to get a lot of grains in it. You know, like a heavy sandpaper, you'd get some grain lines.
Oh, besides.
No. So the smoother ones are like this side. This is like your finishing side. So once you've buffed it to the point where you're happy with where it's at, and you finish off with this, it shines it up. And that's it. Now they do have glazes and sealers. Now if I wanted to keep this shiny, this finish, this is a natural brass, so if I want to keep this shiny, then I come in and I put glaze on it. I don't have to seal it. You will get this where it'll darken up a little bit over time, and if you love that look, then that's where you want to stop. If you want to keep it shiny, you just seal it.
Can I do another color now after this?
You could put another color on top of here. So if you wanted to come back and maybe put a little of this one on. This one is my favorite green that they have. This is my favorite blue that they have, and this is my favorite green, the moss. You don't want to let it sit in drying that. I'm really bad big brush cleaner, so sometimes I forget. So you could come in here if you wanted to accentuate a couple of areas. I've tried to be before just really detailed and colored in, and I think I always end up happiest when I'm just really random with it. Block that again.
And this paint is specifically designed for metals, correct?
Yes.
Are there any metals that it will not work on?
Not that I'm aware of. I haven't. I've used it to paint on Tim's ideology pieces. Not had a problem with it there. Just super, super easy. So there you are with a new color. So you know,
it covers just fine going on.
Yes.
But it covered
Right over there.
yeah, right away, and then she sanded right away. That's the part I can't do.
So I don't know what these two colors do together, but you can write on your work surface if you want to mix and create your own colors. You can do that as well. If you want to.
Is that a water
So,
piece? So you can,
so it's
once it's permanent.
yes, once it's dry, and the longer it dries, the more permanent it becomes.
Very nice color.
Will it actually dry on other surfaces, like the plastic letters and numbers that Tim has?
You know, I haven't tried it on that. I haven't tried it on it, but since it works on metal and non-porous surface, I would think that it would. It would be fun to try that out and see.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically any non-spark colors. What? How about glass?
Oh, I haven't tried it on glass either. That's an interesting thing to try.
Just because there's some really neat colors in that line, it'd be fun to have some different colors to play with.
So if you're into jewelry making, could that be any easier? You know, it's just, oh, absolutely. So this one, how long has it been since we've done it? Completely dry, not even tacky to the.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah,
do that and wear it within minutes.
Yeah.
It's so cool.